Class 9th NCERT History, Chapter number 2, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. First point, Progress of Russian Revolution. Second, the First World War and the Russian Revolution. Third, Events and effects of February and October Revolution of Russia. Fourth, social changes that were taken place in Russia. First heading, the age of social change. French Revolution opened up the possibility of creating a dramatic change in the way in which society must be structured. Not everyone in Europe, however, wanted a complete transformation. Some were conservatives, while others were liberals or radicals. Heading Liberals wanted a nation which tolerated all religions. They argued for an elected parliament. They argued for an elected parliamentary government subject to law interpreted by a well-trained judiciary that was important of rulers and officials. They were not democrats. Nation radicals wanted a nation in which government was based on the majority of a country's population. They disliked the concentration of property in the hands of a few, not the existence of private property. Next, conservatives. They resisted change. After the revolution, they started accepting change provided it was slow and had links and respected the past. Heading Industries and Social Change. This was the time of economic and social change. Men, women, and children were pushed into factories for low wages. Liberals and radicals who were factory owners felt that workers' efforts must be encouraged. Heading Socialism in Europe. Socialists were against private property. They had different visions of the future. Some believed in cooperatives, some demanded that governments must encourage cooperatives. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels added that industrial society meant capitalist society which was not profitable for everyone. Marx believed that a socialist society would free workers from capitalism. That would be a communist society in which collective ownership of land and factories would be promoted. Heading Socialism given support. Workers in Germany and England began forming associations to fight for better living conditions. They set up fund for members in distress, reduction of working hours and right to vote. Heading the Russian Revolution. In 1914, Tsar Nicholas II ruled the Russian Empire. Heading Economy and Society. Most of the Russian population were agriculturists. Industries were being set up which were mostly private property of the industrialists. Workers were divided into groups but they did unite to strike work when they were dissatisfied. Peasants had no respect for nobility unlike the French peasant. Russian peasants were the only peasants community which polled their land and their commune divided the land according to the needs of individual families. Heading Socialism in Russia. All the political parties were illegal in Russia before 1914. The Russian Socialist Democratic Labour Party was formed in 1900. It struggled to give peasants their right over land that belonged to nobles. As land was divided among peasants periodically, it was felt that peasants and not workers would be the main source of the revolution. But Lenin did not agree with this, as he felt that peasants were not one social group. The party was divided into Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. Heading the 1905 revolution. The Russia was an autocracy. The Tsar was not subject to the parliament. Liberals wanted to end this state of affairs. They worked towards demanding a constitution during the revolution of 1905. Heading Bloody Sunday. Prices of essential goods rose so quickly by 1904 that the real wages declined by 20%. During this time, 4 members of the Putivolov Iron Works were dismissed. The action was called for over 110,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike demanding a reduction in working hours and an increase in wages. This procession was attacked by the police and Cossacks. Over 100 workers were killed. Strikes took place as a reaction. People demanded a constituent assembly. The Tsar allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament or Duma. The Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and announced the election of a second Duma. The First World War and the Russian Empire in 1914. The Russian army was the largest army in the world. The Tsar was initially very popular, but later the support grew thin. Anti-German sentiments ran high. Russian armies lost badly in Germany and Austria. There were 7 million casualties and 3 million refugees in Russia. The war also affected the industry. There was a shortage of labor. Railway lines were shut down and small workshops were closed down. There was a shortage of grain. Agricultural production slummed and thus there were crises in the food supply. Heading the February Revolution in Petrograd. Here again datelines. Effects. Restrictions on public meeting and association were removed. Second point, Soviet like the Petrograd Soviet were set up everywhere. Third point, in individual areas factory committees were formed which began questioning the way industrialists run their factories. Soldiers committees were formed in the army. Next point, the provisional government saw its power declining and Bolshevik influence grow. It decided to take stern measures against the spreading discontent. Next point, it resisted attempts by workers to run factories and arrested leaders. Next point, peasants and the socialist revolutionary leaders pressed for a redistribution of land. Law committees were formed and the peasants seized land between July and September 1917. Heading the Civil War. When the Bolshevik ordered land redistribution, the Russian army began to break up. Non-Bolshevik socialists, liberals and supporters of autocracy condemned the Bolshevik uprising. They were supported by French American, British, and Japanese troops. All of them fought a war with the Bolsheviks, heading making a socialist society. The Bolsheviks kept industries and banks nationalized during the Civil War, and a process of centralized planning was introduced. Rapid construction and industrialization started. An extended schooling system developed, heading Stalin and collective farming. Stalin believed that rich peasants and traders stocked supplies to create a shortage of grains. Hence, collectivization was the need of the hour. This system would help to modernize farms. Those farmers who resisted collectivization were punished, deported, and exiled. Heading global influence. By the 1950, it was recognized in the country and outside that everything was not in keeping with the ideals of the Russian Revolution. Though its industries and agriculture had developed and or were being fed, the essential freedom to its citizen was being denied. However, it was recognized that social ideals still enjoyed respect among the Russians, but in each country, the ideas of socialism were rethought in a variety of different ways. Here, chapter 2 is completed.